Hey guys, Jack here, and today I thought I would do something that a lot of people have been asking for. The video that is now on over 10,000 views where I showed you how to get live subscriber counts in to YouTube streams. A lot of comments that are appearing on screen now ask me how I made the overlay for my stream itself. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do that, so let's get straight into it. So as you can see right now we are in Photoshop. It's a very important tool that we need for this to actually make it. You can make them on paint.net. If you guys want to see a tutorial on that, if you haven't got Photoshop, then leave a comment down below. But there is going to be 3 styles on screen right now of what we're going to be doing. So the first style is on screen now, which is just a webcam border and a sub count, which is the simplest one. The second one includes social media bars along the bottom, and the third one, to make it look even more professional, shows you how you can get the top bar to say top donators and things like that. So let's get straight into it. So we're on Photoshop. The first thing we need to do is actually readjust the size of the image itself. Now you want the image to actually be the size of whatever your stream is. So my streams are 1280 by 720, and some of them can be different. You have to find out what your screen resolutions are. That's what mine is, so we press OK on that. Now that zooms us all the way in, and now this is the size that we are looking for. Now you want to go to the side and press this little rectangle box here, which will bring up a little page where you can basically go to the stroke and fill in these areas. Now we're going to make it very wide to begin with, so you've got this, and there will be no colour, it will be white, so it'll be very hard to see. Now to change that, all you need to do is click on that again, go up to the top where it says stroke, and change that to whatever colour you want it. So make it realistic to your channel. What's your favourite colour? What colour seems to be the favourite in your videos when you're doing overlays and things? I usually go for green, but today I'm going to go for something different and go for a cheeky bit of red. Now you can see the border very well. I think that's a good size for a border. Maybe we're going to make it a little bit smaller, and if you want to do that without adjusting the size, all you need to do is press Alt and go inwards a bit, and see now it's adjusted the size and it's all the same all the way around. Now that itself looks very plain. You can keep it as that if you want, but to me that looks very plain. What we're going to do next is we're actually going to right click on the bit where it says rectangle 1, which is the rectangle we just made, and you want to go to blending options at the top. Now I'll bring up this layer style screen where you can press stroke and give it a little, cool little border around the outside, and you can adjust the size of that if need be. I like to have my stroke at white, but obviously it won't really work for this, so I'm going to go with black. And also I want to kind of change the gradient of it a little bit, so it makes it look a little bit darker on the bottom than it does on the top. And I think the actual border itself right now is looking a bit small, so I'm going to adjust the size by going to this 3 bit at the top here and just adjusting it to make it look like that. Now that looks a lot better in my opinion. I'm going to zoom in a little bit to get my actual opinion, and yet that looks a lot better. So that's the actual facecam border done itself. It's really simple and completely easy like that. Now to add another little sub count at the bottom, all you need to do is drag this all the way down to this little bit at the bottom. You might not be able to see it on screen because of my screen resolutions, but I'll put a little image of what it should look like on screen now. As you bring that down, you should copy it and it should make another layer. Now that will make no difference right now on the screen. Then you want to go to the top and press this little arrow here and drag it down, and you can see that we now have 2 facecam borders. Now you're thinking, why the hell do you want 2 facecam borders? All we need to do is adjust the size of that, and instead of going to stroke in the menu, you press this little box again, and instead of going to stroke, you change that and make it blank by pressing this button here and go to the red here instead, and it will completely change that to like a whole color instead of just the outside. Now obviously the crucial thing right now is we want to add some text, so all we need to do for that is press the T and click on the screen. Now obviously I like to put my channel name in. I'm going to keep it at the text it is. If you want to find a few texts that you like, then make sure you go and check out the texts obviously beforehand before you even decide to make this, otherwise you'll be halfway through and realise that you don't have a font that you like. Now that's too close for my liking, so I'm going to move the bottom bit one down a little bit, which might help it out, I don't really know. We're going to then go to here, and I like that. Maybe it could go a little bit smaller like there, and then obviously my channel name's in there. So I don't really like the colour of that text, so to adjust it, all you need to do is press the A over here and obviously do it that way and press the colour here. Or if you don't have that, all you need to do is press window at the top and go to character, and it should just automatically bring that out. If it doesn't, then obviously there's a few tutorials online on how to do that, but it should do that because I've never had any problems with that before. It's just really a bit of mix and match here to see which one you like, but I'm just going to quickly speed through this and try and do it as quick as I can, so bear with me. I've decided to go with yellow because to me that looks the nicest, and obviously the text itself right now looks a bit plain, so you want to right click on the text layer and go to blending options again and just adjust a few of the things. It's really trial and error with this to see what you like, but obviously take your time. There's no rush to do it quickly like I am now. I try and spend within 20 to 30 minutes making it, and if you spend more time than that, then it's probably a bit of a waste if it's not that good. But basically then all you want to do is copy that layer again like you did the same with the rectangle, and you want to drag that down into this little box here. Now to edit the text on that, all you have to do is press the T button, click near the end, and you can edit the text. Now this is where I like to put the sub count. Obviously it's up to you. If you want it to be like this, you can have donations there, you can have whatever you like if you were doing shoutouts, you can have other people's sub counts, and then obviously that text looks okay there. Now you'll notice in the one that I have on screen now, there's a little dark patch where you put the sub count. To do that, all you need to do is press the rectangle again, go over where you want it to go, so I like it to be like there, and then all you want to do is instead of going to stroke at the top, you want to blank that out like you did with the last one, and you just want to go to black. Now obviously that looks way too overpowering, the black. You want to go to opacity over here, and you want to just reduce that so it fades it away a little bit. And that's literally the first one done. Let's move on to the second design. Now the second design is on screen now, and obviously the only difference from the second design and this is the fact that it has obviously the social media bar at the bottom. Now to do that, all you need to do is get the layout, which is obviously your background to the sub count, which is this one here for me, and obviously all you want to do again is do what you did last time, drag it to the bottom, go to that symbol that was on screen, and it will literally copy it automatically. Then you want to press this little arrow at the top, and instead of moving it all the way around, you just want to move it to the bottom and adjust the size of how wide you want it depending on how you like your design. Now that's how you do the bottom bar. It's really easy as that. And then all you want to do is, I've actually gone and got a list of a load of social medias that I wanted, so I've got 4 here at the moment. Obviously you can type in onto Google Instagram logo, PNG, things like that, but I like to keep it simple and just go with a few things and not too many and overcrowd it. So all you want to do is select the actual area that you want. You want to press Ctrl A to select the whole area, and then all you want to do after that is click Ctrl C, and then go back to the original page and click Ctrl V. Obviously that should just bring it out completely onto the screen, and then you want to reduce the size of it so it actually fits the box itself. So in my opinion, that looks pretty good there. So I like to zoom in for this part and make it a little bit more complex, make it look as nice as possible. So we're going to add a few effects by obviously right clicking on the layer again, go into blending options and add in a few effects to make it look a little bit more better than what it is. So literally all I've done there is I've just edited that little Twitter sign. Obviously I just sped it up for you so it was easier for you to view rather than just watching me do it every time, which would be a bit boring. And then obviously all you want to do again is copy the text that you have for the MM16 part, which is there, and you just want to drop it down to copy it again exactly like you did previous times. Then you want to just press it again with the little arrow up here, drag it down to the bottom, and all you want to do in here is type in your social media, whatever that is for the platform that it is. So obviously Twitter, you can put your Twitter, but I'm just going to put text here because obviously there's no point in me putting all my social medias in because it will take a long time, and you just want to consistently do that for every single social media you're putting on here. So I'll quickly speed that up for you now, and then I'll be with you in a second. So there you go, that's literally the second design done. It's as simple as that. You can add as many social medias as you want as long as it doesn't look overcrowded, and it is as simple as that. That would look good as an overlay itself, but I like to go to the next level and add something else, and I'll show you that exactly now, which is the third design. So for the third design, I like to obviously, when I'm in my streams, sometimes I like it when people give me donations for what I do. Obviously no one has to, it's not compulsory to do, but I like to just put it at the top, so if someone does donate, they're not just like donating to get a shout out and then just never mentioned again. I like to leave them rolling across the top of the screen, which I use like a certain platform for to do, which I may do a video on that if you guys want me to. But I'm going to show you how to do that now. So obviously this layer at the bottom that you've got the social medias on, the red border behind it, you want to find that again in your, obviously all your layers here. I think it's this one, yes. So you want to copy that like you've done many times before now, and you just want to drag that, instead of putting it at the bottom, you want to drag it up all the way to the top. Now all you're going to need now is the text from, you know, just wherever you've got it from, so I can have it from wherever because they're all the same. If you have it different, obviously that could be quite complicated because you're going to have to keep all the layers in the right place, otherwise you'll lose it. But you literally just want to drag this up to the top here, and obviously remember how I said rename it. All you want to do is press the T button on the keyboard and then just press the backspace and change it. So I like to have most recent donator there, and then also I like to have we also like to have, if we copy this again and move it across, I also like to have top donator, so top donator as well, so the person who's donated the most amount of money isn't just left behind not knowing ever again if someone else donates. So I also don't just like to leave it like that, I like to add the black border like I've got in the sub count down here, and to do that all you need to do is literally find the black border that you've got your sub count in, which may be a bit tricky to find because I'm finding it quite hard to find, but I think it's that. Yes, and all you want to do is literally copy that again like you've done multiple times and drag that up to where this is. So to make it fit, obviously I'm probably going to have to reduce this most recent donate sign a bit so it's not too small, because otherwise if we have it too small, their whole channel name isn't going to fit in there. So you go all the way back up to the top again, move this over a little bit, and it's literally done like that. And you want to do that exactly the same, so copy it, move it across again all the way to the end of here and put it just down here and reduce the size. And that is literally as easy as it is, guys. It ends up being like this, and then I'll show you how to save it now. So all you want to do to save it is make sure you go to save as. So literally all you want to do to save it is find somewhere you want to save it. So I found a random folder that I'm going to save it in. Name it whatever you want, so I'm going to name it stream overlay, and make sure it's in a PNG format so it would fit in OBS without any mistakes, and like it would let your background come through, because if it's in a JPEG form, this whole bit that's transparent here would go white, and obviously you couldn't have stuff behind it, which when it's in PNG is completely different, where you can see behind it. And then all you want to do is press save and OK, and that's pretty much done. So that is how you make a stream overlay for YouTube or Twitch. You can use it on either on Photoshop. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video and it did help you a lot. Make sure you leave a like if it did, and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials and more content. I really do appreciate the support I'm getting on my channel recently. One of my videos that I've just literally mentioned has hit 10,000 views in 6 months, which is insane. But thank you so much, guys. Also, my previous video is right down here, and if you want to subscribe, make sure you click my cartoon face up here and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. But I hope you guys enjoy, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. I'll see you next time. Peace.